Tommy Media Group presents your NXT Next Level Wrestling Review with your host, Big Ray and the Vet. So,
are you ready? We said, are you ready?
oh, Shuggy Duggy Quack Quack.
What you gonna do?
I may have to delete that one, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching or listening to this. Again, all replays are available at channelattitude.com. Yes, finally, we kind of got things running. Well, Matt has got things running. Thank you, Matt, for all the hard work you have been putting in, my little brother from another mother. And yeah, man, it's good to see you guys. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I feel well rested. I feel energized. I feel great again. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am the pundit of the people, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some lucha libre. Lucha libre. Anyway, that's your Spanish lesson. Should I rewind that? That's your Spanish lesson for wrestling today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not alone. I am sitting across from the best in the world. The Vet. That's him. He's a Rip Rogers guy.
Yowie wowie!
The Vet. Vet. Rip Rogers guy. Ladies and gentlemen, he is indeed the best in the world. He is indeed a Rip Rogers guy. It is the Vet, Jamie Williams. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm the best in the world. It's easy to be the best when the bar just keeps getting lower and lower. You don't even have to improve yourself at all.
No, you just do the same shit you did before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you didn't enjoy NXT this week. Is that where we're going?
This NXT was a meh.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it was like I don't think it was like it wasn't boring. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I think it was a little better than good for me. But maybe you'll teach me. You'll teach me a lesson. You know, more than likely you will. That's what he does.
Well, that university's dead. So.
Oh, is it? Is it dead? I guess we're gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen.
He's just one or two more episodes away from smashing cans of SpaghettiOs on the street, apparently.
Yo, I had an emergency this morning, so I woke up late, right? And long story short, man, I made coffee, as I do. You see, I always have my big old coffee cup here. And I got anyway, it's in there. I did the measurements wrong. You ever make yourself coffee and you're rushing through it? And I think I put 1 tablespoon less than what I was supposed to. So what came out was basically black water and it tasted like shit. So the emergency, when I'm running behind, I'm literally just making coffee.
Okay.
And it was worth every fucking drop. You ever seen that Folgers Crystals commercial when the brother comes home? The parents wake up, they smell, it's Folgers Crystal, he's here. And then when the parents come down the stairs, you know, and the brother and sister is like, oh, you're my gift, you know, this holiday. It's the parents had literally sent the son off to like France or whatever to get away from his sister because they were dating. You ever see that? He's banging his sister? No.
No. What's a commercial?
Just look at Folgers Crystals incest. It's in there. Anyway, boy, what a good morning, Vet. You look, your beard is coming in so lovely.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Ah, dude, don't you get rid of it ever. Were you considering it?
No. I mean, not seriously considering it, but I don't like it.
Isn't it nice just waking up and not having to shave? You just wash your face a little soap and water. Maybe a quick little trim. No?
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't that bad before.
Does she
shave every day?
Does she like it on her butthole? Like, does it tickle it? Or
Yeah, I think that's why beards are kind of over, right?
yours are kind of over, dude.
Yeah.
That's why the queen of this house doesn't let me shave my chin, my little chin gimmick.
It's just the right shit. It's like only this style, only this length, only this. She just has her.
Oh, I can't.
It's like
grow
her.
this.
It's like settings on that little device in the drawers. You know.
Yeah. Well,
You got to have the right setting. You know.
In her case, devices.
Hey,
I'm getting older, brother. I'm kidding. I'm a genetic jackhammer
oh God.
that doesn't charge anymore. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, why don't we do what we do best here, and that's love our family, love our friends, love our followers. Let's acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. You're gonna acknowledge me. You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off the show as usual. We look up into the heavens. We ask our Lord and Savior Jesus for that one question. Lord, who got the gabagool? And of course, it is our friend Media M5 up in heaven shining down, saying, what the fuck is going on here with this wrestling?
Oh, what would he think of the D'Angelo family hijinks?
I fucking wish, Mike, we could. I know Mike is here. I'm just saying, I wish I could hear him say how much this shit sucks. So, just saying. And a bird just flew into my window. I'm not kidding you. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. A pigeon. It didn't fly into the window, but it went like right here. I don't know. You had to be there. Mike? Dude, that scared the shit out of me, bro. I was like,
Mike sent a pigeon?
Who knows? Wouldn't that make sense? A New Yorker sending a pigeon?
Yeah.
Well, throw it out there. Anyway.
A New Yorker named Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest ass in HMG. He says, hello, homies. It is Frank's Pickleberry Ass. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the windiest of all Chris's, the AKA Chuckles himself, is the one, the only Chris Winland. He says, one order of Jada Parker, one shot of Fraxium, a pint of Stone Cold Dante Chen, Broken Skull Lager, and a desert bowl full of Over Femi. Please, and
yes, boy.
What are you saying, boy?
It's dessert. He's clearly listing off like a menu, and you're like, desert?
Oh, dessert. Jesus Christ. This is what happens when you go to public school. Just putting it out there. Can't. Anyway. We have cold XX blooded XX. He says there's a rumor that last night's behavior at NXT High, Ava would have been canceling the spring fling. All right, so basically Ava's going to be canceling everything. She's the principal.
Read the joke.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to do a Mean Girls reference, and you're fucking it up like everything else so far. Let the man make his Mean Girls reference.
You're a fucking mean girl.
Don't make a face. Read the quote.
It says, morning, friends. Rumor has it that after last night's behavior at NXT High, Ava would have canceled the spring fling dance, but she's already paid the DJ.
Yeet.
I've never seen this fucking movie. I don't know what the hell this is.
Everybody in the chat is laughing their asses off.
Nobody's laughing. Let me pull up. Nobody. Not one person. I have one person making fun of Shotzi. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have who is next? Oh, yeah, we have the lovely Elizabeth. She's complaining about how cold it is where she is, but not as bad as it is in Florida. Yeah, they got 5 inches. Yeah, more than Colin. Get to the glory hole. Oh, yeah. Just bird guys. I'm a listicle. What is it? One with wind chill. Oh, wind chill -20 degrees. It's cold as fuck. Listen, she didn't say that part. I'm saying it's cold as fuck. Right here in the United States, right here in what do we got here? Let me see what the fucking weather is here in New York. Oh, 16 degrees. Wonderful. Fucking hate the winter. Fucking hate the wind. And it's windy as fuck. So it's probably like close to 10 or whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. I hate the cold. Florida's got 6 inches of snow, pretty much. And they're all dead. Good. Now the housing will be cheaper. I can buy. Anyway, sorry. I don't wish anything on you.
The master and the ruler of the world.
Zane Vicious in the house. We have Sonic the Hedge Rat. He says, too cold, too much snow here. Thanks a lot, Trump. You're right. It's all his fucking fault. Just like the war. Fucking Trump stopping fucking wars and shit. Talking about AI solving cancer. Fuck that guy, right, guys? Stupid assholes. We have the sexiest man in all of HMG, the man that was on the show.
Oh, it must be Scott Woodford. Actually, I think Ray's internet was starting to cut out right before he took a trip into the void. He should be back in.
My internet was cutting out. My internet never cuts out.
Oh, you could hear me in the void? I knew it. I knew it.
Well, it's like a vacant. It's like a voice, like from a distance. And I hear who got the go. Weird. It's very weird. Anywho. No. Buzzing. For the New York Yankees. Number 24, first baseman. Al Robinson. Number 24. What's going on, Al? We have our favorite Martin. Mike Martin, the man that lost 486 pounds in less than a week and a half. He says, what up, HMG peeps? Get your times right, Ray.
Ray Plus.
That's because.
Is that like an app that you have?
Sure. Right. Yeah, download the Big Ray Plus. It's just screenshots of my butthole.
Yeah, it has coffee measurements, beard length suggestions.
It's literally just pictures of what I did this morning in the toilet. If you're into that, God bless. Speaking of what I did in the toilet, I mean, you would have to have a J12 shot if you. I gotta think of something better than J12 shot. Give me a week. What do you think, Vet? Anything for J12? Because he's so cool. Oh, he got yeeted by Jada Parker. You wish. What did you think, Vet, when I showed that video of Jada Parker rubbing main event's cock? Oh, well, near his cock.
I didn't get a good look at it because I think I was just listening at that time. But
yeah, you can see. You can see it move. You can see it move. You can see it was like it was going like yeet.
I see.
No,
or I didn't see, but yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the handsome one, the dancer one, the slash one, the handsome dancer slash, and Dan Heffron says, greetings and salutations, friends. And Ray, your birthday song is ready to go. I made it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's in March, so I'll give you the heads up. It's in March. Thank you, Dan. Oh, man, it makes me happy. Oh, boy. Well, you already know, folks.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay. Gay!
Colin Weissong, he was complaining to me yesterday that he didn't invest $100 in some stupid Bitcoin gimmick and he would have made $10,000. And whose fault is that? It's his. Am I correct there, Vet? What are you
always.
What are you complaining to me about? Anyway, we have number 59, Paul, a.k.a. the shooter. Pew, 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 pew. I can't wait till I get the new Rodecaster so I can do the whole echo gimmick. It's very hard. No. I wouldn't have to do that anymore.
It's probably gonna end up, if Jimmy's Rodecaster's any indication, it's probably end up better if you do it yourself. Well, you missed somebody, and it's like you had 2 opportunities, and you missed them twice.
I'm looking.
You see the same things I see? I don't know how.
Are you talking about Lab Rat?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are they testing on him?
Well, they're testing cryptocurrency on him, of course.
Oh, of course. Or the J12 shot. Or the J6 shot.
They put Lab Rat in a maze and tell him if he can find the money. And he just never gets out of the maze.
Oh, boy. Brother, let me tell you something. Cancer. They will cure cancer in 2 years. And it'll be all thanks to Donald Trump and Lab Rat. We have the future king of 2K25. It is our friend all the way from Israel. It is the one, the only Aaron Ben Shlomo, my friend. Shalom. We have the hammer. Hammer, don't hurt him. Hammer time. Hammer. Charles out. That you know, if Charles didn't know us, that would come off almost fucking racist. I just thought that. Or if you did it, maybe. What do you think? Well, you're a black man, so.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes, sir.
You skipped somebody else though.
Well, we have the heart and soul of this HMG chat, ladies and gentlemen, is the one, the only, the artist currently known as Gammy Wolfers. He says, "Yeet, pals, ready to acknowledge the greatness of Jaden Daniels." Who's Jaden Daniels?
I don't know. He's probably some guy on the Washington Commanders or
like
something.
A stupid quarterback or something, like a running back or something nobody cares about. Fuck Washington and fuck Philadelphia. Fucking worst NFC playoffs of all time. I could not give a shit about either team. I hope they all fucking get hurt at the same time. And I hope they both lose. How's that? Oh, they both fucking lose. We have whoop, 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 whoop. LG Brand is in the house. He said, "Yo, what up? What up, y'all?" He says, "Yo, what up, y'all?" That's what LG Brand says to all our friends and family. And I think, let me just screw it on. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, he has returned. It is the one, the only. It is the artist. He has finally returned, ladies and gentlemen. He says, "What's up with all these so the Mean Girls, y'all on culture?" Listen, what is this Mean Girls? When did this movie come out? Is this something that you really recommend that I watch? Because I'll watch it. I'm sure my wife will watch it with me.
2004. I thought everybody had just thought this was just part of the fabric of pop culture now, but
it's fucking Mean Girls. I know what a Mean Girl is anyway.
Yeah, because of this movie. Mean Girls were invented in 2004. No one was ever mean before that.
Okay. Well, the stars are bright and most of the people are white in the state of Texas. But this ain't Texas, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no basement in the Alamo. I don't know that movie either.
I do know that movie. That's Pee-wee's Big Adventure. All right. Sorry. I just pictured Pee-wee jumping into the pool and attack. Pee-wee was not a bitch. Pee-wee was not a fucking bitch. That fat son of a bitch that stole his bike.
You remember the butler?
Refresh my memory. For some reason, I just went dark.
Professor Toru Tanaka.
Yes.
When he's like,
right.
You know, and he's like, "Where's Francis?" And he's like, "He's having his bath." And Pete was like, "Oh, really? Where are they hosing him down?"
"Oh, really?" "Where are they hosing him down?" I love fucking Pee Wee Herman. I don't give a fuck if he was jerking off. You know what? What's wrong with this? Nothing was ever wrong with Paul Rubens. He did what any other guy would have done at the time. I guess there was no porn tapes back then. You know, there was VH.
Yeah, there were.
Oh. Well, at least it wasn't jerking off to like kids or something like that, or like fucking sheep. It's good old-fashioned porn.
Yeah, once you get to a certain level of celebrity, you shouldn't have to go out in public for that kind of stuff anymore, I guess.
Oh, by the way, I'm no selling with this ain't Texas. So how dare you? How dare you yell at our emperor, the king of 2K 2026? Anyway, let me see. Am I missing anybody? Got a lot of people here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is magnanimous. He is effervescent. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is absolutely glorious. My God. It's a Professor Chalbelo Red Cruz. What's going on, bro? All those fingers in the hole. No? Remember Colin? Fingers in the hole?
They're the artist said, aka Odd Job from the James Bond movies. See, that's why you don't ever take anything the artist says seriously. That is not the same guy, you racist bastard.
You fucking racist bastard. Unbelievable.
That's Harold Sakata from Goldfinger.
Yeah,
not
Sakata.
Toru Tanaka.
Didn't he sing a song with fucking Shakira or something? The Latin Grammys?
I think so. With the tuxedo and the hat and everything.
Right. Oh boy, that was one fun, entertaining shout out thing. And I guess the only thing we can do now is hit the 3 count. This is the 3 count with the latest breaking news in pro wrestling, sports, pop culture, and more. Now back to Big Ray and the Vet. Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 3 count where we break down the news and rumors of the day, and basically every news story in professional wrestling is a rumor, in my humble opinion. So let's jump right into it. Now, I think it's safe to say that I have not looked. Usually I get on the computer, look over the stories and stuff, and kind of like see what's best, but I didn't. So we're going to do this together. Let me see what it says here. Okay, so yesterday, I think it was PW Insider or whatever, they were saying that Corey Graves was not going to be on NXT, but then we had the other marks on the other side. They were like, oh, but he is going to be on NXT. So eventually somebody was going to be right. So there were notes that Corey Graves was booked for this week's NXT show, and late Monday was expected. All right, so basically nobody knew whether he was going to be there. Some people think it's a work. Some people think it's not a work. But at this point in juncture, do you really fucking care at all regarding Corey Graves' position in this company? Do you think they should move on from him? Do you think they should, like, what is your I don't want to talk about Corey Graves no more after this week, unless he fucking punches somebody on a plane or something like that.
Do I care now? No. Did I care before? Not really, except for just the fact of, I mean, that was dirty.
What?
It's like telling him he's not famous enough to.
No. Allegedly, I think he's famous enough. No, he's not.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't. I don't know why he would say it if they didn't say it, but yeah, just
you could see them saying it, right, Vet?
Of course, but again, it's this would be like I could see the WWE being in a tight spot with it. Like if they're getting directives, like get this bum off the commentary table. We need somebody more famous or whatever, whoever. I don't think that, obviously this isn't probably like an in-house decision. So
can you see one of the Netflix people like, why is CM Punk doing announcing? Shouldn't he be wrestling? No?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but that's it's beside the point. Like Wade Barrett ain't famous either. Sorry. Like really. If that's what we're going by. So it's just kind of funny how those things work out. Also, now you've added a third man to this desk when everybody else has a 2-man booth now. Why does NXT need 3 people?
It really does make no sense, and it seems so crowded. Is it me, or the NXT desk seems to be a lot smaller than usual?
they just set up like the little child booster seat off to the side for Corey. Like
I was gonna say, like on Amazon, you have like this attachment that you can put on a table and extend it, a table extender. I don't know. Anyway, who cares? Who cares about Corey Graves? Prince Nana. He trademarks his name along with Tom Prescott. He's looking to trade. You know who Tom Prescott is? Excuse me.
No.
You know Tom Prescott. That's Baron Corbin.
Oh.
Yes, he's looking to.
Was that the name he was using? I thought it was Tom something else, though. Prescott doesn't sound familiar. Did he think Prescott sounds better? Is that a better working name for him?
Apparently, that's like his shoot name. I don't know what the fuck, but all I know is that he's definitely looking to file for Baron Corbin. So maybe hopefully he'll get it. I don't know. Anyway, so like I said,
didn't he wait. Didn't he do the whole promo when he went down to NXT about how he's got a great house and cars and a wife and everything like that, and he don't even need this stuff? So why is he trying to toil around on the indies named Tom Prescott? He told me on national television that he was good. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he needs a hearse. That's funny. Not funny. Like, we don't want him to die. He's just saying his career. Yeah, he does drink the finest of all cognacs, as we clearly saw. He has the short glass with the giant ice cube on it. Like the big round ice cube that you just pour a little bit and it looks like the glass is full, but nobody gives a shit. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Shooter says Tom Pestock.
Is that his name?
Is that what was filed there? Did you read Prescott wrong, or is this actually Prescott that Nana filed for? And did Nana file on his behalf? Is that what he's saying? Nana's going to manage him? Is he going to join Swerve's house now?
Oh, wait a second. I think I did read this wrong. Prince Nana trademarks his name, Tom Prescott. All right, let me rewind this again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
his
all
name
over
is Tom Prescott. It's not Prince Nana.
Prince Nana trademarks his ring name, Tom Prescott, and then it says Baron Corbin files for interesting trademark. So let me see what this says here. Let me read this verbatim here. This is according to Pro Wrestling Headlines. It says WrestlingHeadlines.com. It says some new pro wrestling related trademarks were recently filed by the United States Patent, so on and so forth. On January 17th, AEW on-air personality manager Swerve Strickland, Prince Nana, filed for trademarking his name, Prince Nana, ring name. It says the official description, filing, blah, blah, blah. All right, so they go through all this thing here. And this says additionally, there you go. Yeah, additionally, I did read it right. Former WWE superstar Tom Pestock. Not Prescott. I'm a cocksucker. It's Pestock. Okay.
Okay.
Baron Corbin filed with the USPTO on January 21st to trademark the name. Do we have a drum roll? I don't have a drum roll. That's good. Bishop Dyer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Weird.
Oh boy. I should start reading these things, right? Not just skim over them.
Hey, we got a late start.
Jake,
by the way,
yes, sir. Oh, what happened?
It's because Dan. To go back to let's go back to Corey Graves. Let's talk more about Corey Graves. No. But Dan said, he's talking about like Pat McAfee, being on the desk. Like, I'm not saying that it's between Pat McAfee and Corey Graves. It should have been between Corey Graves, and they should have told Wade Barrett to skedaddle. You don't like Corey Graves has been up. Corey Graves has been up there longer. He should have the seniority. Personally, that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think people like working with Wade Barrett a lot more. That may have to do with it. Like, I don't know. I'm afraid I got some bad news.
Right.
I heard this guy's a kind of a prick.
Right, but all I'm saying is like we can't use the. We can't give the you're not famous enough excuse if you got Wade Barrett sitting there, That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. I got my TV stand and TV coming. Let me see what we got here. Oh, Jay Cargill has been training at the Performance Center on a weekly basis, as so she needs to, as we both all know.
Seems news every week.
Bro, did you see, really quickly on a side note, did you watch that Nia Jax and Bayley match?
I saw some of it peripherally.
Bro, that shit stunk. Like, now in retrospect, I was like really thinking about it. I was like, that was a bad fucking match. And I blame Bayley just as much as I blame what's her name, Nia Jax.
Well, think about any time that you've had to like move furniture around, and then imagine somebody watching you do that. It's not going to look good.
Something's up, man. I don't know. Something's up with Bayley. I guess we'll find out. But so Jordan, what did I say? Jay Cargill's been at the Performance Center on a weekly, gearing up for a return. It's not clear exactly when and why. I mean, when she will return, we know why. But also, like I stated yesterday, I heard that Jordan Grace was already at the Performance Center, and she was. We're being confirmed by multiple outlets that she was there. Are you excited about Jordan Grace's run in the WWE? I am. This kid's come a long way. I think she's going to be the greatest diva of all time. Charlotte, who? No, Vet's shaking his head for those on audio. What's going on, Vet?
Well, you just asked me if I'm excited, and I said no.
Why?
So I don't care about Jordan Grace. She offers nothing to me.
Masha Slamovich or Jordan Grace? on a poll?
I'd take Masha. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we're hearing that WrestleMania 43 could be headed to Indianapolis. Is that about that?
Okay, yeah, that's part of the Pat McAfee package deal of like bringing big events to fucking Indiana.
Or would they bring Corey? What would Corey Graves bring it to? Like Florida, like Tallahassee?
Where's he originally from?
I don't know. Let me ask.
Is he like a New York guy or?
Yes. Hey Siri, where is Corey Graves originally from?
Corey Graves is originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States. This answer is from playerswiki.com.
Thank you, Siri.
You're not welcome.
So fucking rude. Let's see here. There are multiple sources claiming that a source in Las Vegas. So multiple sources are claiming that a source in Las Vegas. Oh God, fucking informed them AEW had plans to run Ring of Honor's Supercard of Honor event in the city over WrestleMania weekend, but those plans are now off. I wonder why. What do you think, Bet? You think it's a good idea for AEW to run in the same town as WrestleMania? Vegas and WrestleMania. Why would that be a bad?
Why
move?
not? For all the people that can't quite make the big show, you got to have a consolation prize.
Okay. And as per multiple sources, it says there have been a couple of people in AEW who have pitched the idea of using Tony Chimmel on screen, but it's unclear if it'll happen. Do you remember the great Tony Chimmel?
Is Tony Chimmel the ring announcer that is mostly known for his voice cracking during Edge's entrance?
That, and also him getting they shooting the shirt cannon right into his cock. You ever seen that one by mistake? He got so angry.
I don't remember, but that probably happened less times than the other thing.
Oh, so fucking funny. That was one of the, if you look up Tony Chimmel and shirt cannon, it will come up. Actually, it'll probably come up right now because I'm gonna pull it up. No, I'm gonna pull. So really quickly before we move on, because that's all the news story I really have here. Unless you wanted to talk about something, but
it was a news story that Tony Chimmel might be on screen again.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't part of Fightful Select. That better have been in the free section.
Well, it was kind of. I was just I was just holding off here until we see this, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Chimmel getting shot in the cock with a shirt cannon. Here we go. You ready?
Souvenir stand. What the hell is that?
He's really hot there.
What do you do?
So what basically happens is Tony Chimmel just continues to curse the guy out. This is a bad video because there was another one that was much better than this. Oh, here it is. Is this one? Yeah, this is it. This is the better
anyone
one.
with $10,000 or more.
We're gonna do. So yes, I don't have the I don't have the ad blocker because apparently when I have hold on, here we go. Shh. It's Tony Chimmel.
SmackDown in 2002 has brought a wave of laughter online. Thanks to a post from Matt.
It's got to be narrated by an Englishman too, right?
Channel.
Couldn't be a wrestling video without some fucking English guy, could it?
Well, the English, they're over.
Mel, longtime WWE ring announcer, in an unexpected and painful situation. The video captioned, Tony Chimmel gets nailed in the crotch by a t-shirt launcher and is not having it has become an instant hit as fans reminisce about Chimmel's time in WWE.
So hopefully we'll see.
Chimmel, yeah, Tony Chimmel. We all remember him.
Hopefully we'll see more of that.
Fuck out of here.
Hopefully we'll see more of that, ladies and gentlemen, and AEW. That'll be the most over thing in AEW.
You know what that was? Just for don't think that just happened. Don't think that he just got shot with a t-shirt cannon.
No,
okay,
that was
so like someone told him to do that, and then Tony got mad. It was probably JBL or somebody. He was probably
I could see that.
Hey, hit, shoot Tony in the balls, haha. And then the guy's just like, fuck, I don't want to do this, but. Because why would you even have your t-shirt cannon aimed anywhere inside the ring like that?
I got a quick question for you. Oh wait, what does it say? Oh yeah, it says last week's WWE Raw expected a dip in ratings due to the NFL, but they were still ranked number 4 in all of the land, getting about 4 million views. It says about 3.9 million views. Whatever. Do you care?
It's just weirdly low. I don't buy it.
You don't buy it. It says the numbers are down 0.3% from the hype. Drew 5. Yeah, it says that's last week's numbers.
What was the amount of Netflix subscribers in the U.S.?
400 trillion, I think.
No, but it was like 220 million or something in that neighborhood.
Hey Siri, how many subscribers of Netflix are there in the United States of America?
Netflix has 282.7 million subscribers as of 2024. 66.7 million Netflix subscribers are from the United States.
Thank you,
This is
Siri.
from Demand City.
Thank you,
My
Siri.
pleasure.
Okay.
No problem.
All right, Siri, relax.
So it's okay. So it's
66
66 in the U.S.
Yeah, 66
and
million.
200 global.
So if you're getting 4 million out of that on a week that's against the NFL's playoffs, I mean, it's not terrible.
Was it against the NFL playoffs?
Yeah,
The
had a
NFL
game.
playoffs were on a Monday evening.
Yeah, it was the what was it? Was it the Lions game? What game was it, guys? Chat. There was a Monday. There was a. Let me see. What did Liz say? Liz says this ain't Texas. 300 million as of today. Let me see. Elizabeth says that they added like 19 million in quarter 4. Vikings Rams. There you go. I knew there was a game. Thank you, artist. And also the college football championship. That's right. Both. A lot of my residents, they had guests over to watch the college football championship game that day, and I was fucking watching Raw like a cocksucker. So, with that being said, ladies, that's what I wanted to ask you. This is just, I'm just asking you, how did you feel about Joe Hendry finally winning the TNA title? Do you think it's a little late? They should have put him on. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, buddy?
No, that's it. I mean, you want to hear what I think? You want to listen to the Impact Attack every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. But I've already said that, they fumbled it. So not that it was ever going to be, even if they scored a touchdown with it still wouldn't have been great. Like it still wasn't going to, move heaven and earth or anything, but it's definitely cooled off. What TNA does best is they get something hot, or somebody gets themselves hot, I guess, despite TNA, and then that TNA does their best to throw water on it.
Our new friend here, All Black, says Joe Hendry sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that, then I guess that means TNA hasn't done their job, have they?
It sucks, bro. It does suck because he was so hot half a year ago. Like they should have put the title on him half a year ago. Why did they wait so long? I just don't understand. Mick Wrestlers wants to ask Vet, what do you think about the new partnership between TNA and Impact? I mean,
Nothing
TNA
yet.
I'm sorry, and TNA and NXT.
Nothing yet. I haven't been impressed.
Not yet, right? Like, because I actually watched Genesis, and I quite enjoyed the show. By the way, Genesis, I thought it was a pretty solid pay-per-view. I didn't find myself boring, fast forwarding through anything. I quite enjoyed everything on the show. I wish the TNA talent would have done more, except stand, face to face with a champion, raise a belt, sitting ringside, get flipped on. But with all that being said, it's kind of like an anticipation feeling for me on a personal level. I've been reviewing. I started reviewing Impact Wrestling 2009. I was doing it. Started doing it for OneWrestling.com around 2010. So, and I've been watching it from the very, very beginning. So for me, as a fan of TNA wrestling, I'm very excited about it. I'm excited about it. Vet doesn't have an opinion on it yet. He's the type of guy, if I'm correct, that likes to kind of see the product and then analyze it as it, progresses and the story grows. So I guess I would say to you, my friend McWrestles, give us a couple of weeks. Let's see what happens. Is that fair, Vet?
Oh yeah, it's more than fair.
All right.
But I can already see. I mean, look, the partnership being made official was just, a press release full of jargon and, BS, right?
Oh,
Like they just said a bunch of stuff like this will give opportunities to wrestlers all over the world. Like, yeah, we knew that. Where is it? Hit it.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were about to.
Yeah!
There you go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, like that guy. They already got all the guys from TNA they want.
I just want to give a quick shout out to our friend. I haven't done this in a while. The Dark Side Caster. He says the only thing I'm concerned with TNA is TNA becoming the AA farm for NXT talent. That's what it's going to be.
No, because it already is that.
Yeah.
WWE's going to get whoever they want, and they just put furthermore they just put out the WWE ID program, which means the entire independent landscape is pretty much their AAA, AA, single A talent. They don't need to sign any agreements with TNA to make them a farm system.
I'm going to answer All Black's question. I love TNA. Will AJ Styles would he be back in TNA this year? From what I understood, the original plans was to have AJ Styles kind of do like an invasion type thing in TNA before he got hurt. So hopefully, depending on what his injury status is as he moves along, I can absolutely, positively, and unequivocally see AJ Styles be in TNA, getting just giving that company the rub. Also, getting the nostalgia kick from seeing AJ Styles. And don't be surprised if AJ Styles, don't call me crazy, gets a run with that belt one last time. It'll be a full circle moment for AJ Styles. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So,
let's do that. And let's see John Cena do it. Because John Cena is the guy that just goes around ingratiating himself to everybody to the point that it's ridiculous. So he would probably love the idea of himself in TNA for a run on his bucket list for 25.
He should put Moose over in TNA.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, for those that are joining us for the very first time, we do the news, and then we go back in time for this day in professional wrestling, and then we review NXT. So it is the portion, which is one of my favorite portions of all time, ladies and gentlemen. We have the PWR time machine all gassed up and ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only fitting to say it's time to go back in time to this day in professional wrestling history.
Will you stop? What you gonna do?
Boobies. What's your name, fella?
Triple H.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, strap in, strap on, like Colin. It is January 22nd, 1990 something. We're going all the way back, vets, to 1994. Big Ray was 18. No, not even. I was 17 going on 18. I'm a Vero Ray. At that time, I was dating the lovely Vanessa Padua, the green-eyed Puerto Rican and French mix of a woman, gorgeous hair, sweet little type. But anyway, let's go back to 1994. And it's the WWE's Royal Rumble, folks. WWE Royal Rumble took place at the Civic Center, Providence, in Rhode Island. The main event of the show set Rumble history when, for the first time, two men jointly won the match when Bret Hart and Lex Luger botched this fucking main event and both hit the floor at the exact same time. Also, The Undertaker was made out to have ascended from heaven. I don't know if you remember that whole gimmick with the whole dead man's first significant break since he had been there since 1990. So he went to heaven. He did the Jesus.
You got
gimmick.
the gabagool, and then
You got the gabagool, yeah. And so, Vet, this is a pretty memorable Royal Rumble, 1994. When you were a kid, did you have a rooting interest between Bret and old Lex Hogan, Luger? Lex Hogan, Luger?
And I think this fell in my window of not really watching it that much.
Oh.
So I saw this sort of stuff after the fact. I thought this was the planned finish for this.
I thought it was a botch.
I think it was planned.
Why would they?
I think this was
stupid?
this was always the plan was to get
Oh.
the double title match at WrestleMania 10.
Did you hear the dumb question I just asked you?
What?
Why would they plan something so stupid?
Oh,
it's wrestling. So
yeah. Well, no, it wasn't stupid. It was just different. Like now, the time that this happened with Cena and Batista, they ended up landing at the same time, and that was supposed to be.
That's the botch. You are correct, sir.
That's what I've heard anyway. So
yeah, that's the botch. This is the casket match, right? The Undertaker with Yokozuna. They had to get the extra wide casket for Yokozuna.
I believe so. Yes,
yeah, I believe so. I think you're right. And
then he did. Yes, go to heaven. Yes.
Yes. Then he dies and goes to heaven. But he's the Undertaker, the Lord of Hell. So why would he go to heaven?
I don't know. That I guess they didn't think that one through. Maybe that was the bad booking there.
Let's go to 1995. Shawn Michaels was the winner of the Royal Rumble match at the pay-per-view. It says here,
1 foot, one.
That's right.
Foot.
That's what he was hanging, right? Yes, I remember. That's right. His 2 feet have to touch the ground. It was at the USF Sundome in Tampa, Florida. I love Tampa, Florida. He won after entering number 2, last eliminating, number 1 entrant, British Bulldog. Elsewhere on the card, we had 2 new champions were crowned. We have Jeff Jarrett, Jeff-Jarrett, defeated Razor Ramon. I love Razor Ramon to win the Intercontinental Championship. In the finals of the tournament, declared the new tag team championship. The 1-2-3 Kid and the great Marty Jannetty defeated Tatanka and Bam Bam Bigelow. I just watched the video of Marty Jannetty working, I think, an ECW house show or something like that.
Whoa, wait a minute. Marty Jannetty?
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that was Bob Holly that day.
It was Marty Jannetty.
Remember this website.
1-2-3 Kid, Marty Jannetty defeated Tatanka and Bam Bam Bigelow to win the championship.
I think we need some Google backup on this.
Can you do that while I tell my little Marty Jannetty story? So
but I'm the one saying it, so like I could be lying and saying I'm right? Well,
so
that's why I was hoping for a unbiased third party. Hold on, let's see.
We'll check it out. But while he does that, so I saw this whole thing where if you look up Sandman and Marty Jannetty, Sandman hits Jannetty with the fucking Singapore cane, but he goes in hard. I think he kind of he shot on him, and he hit Marty Jannetty literally behind the head, breaking the kendo stick over the back of Marty Jannetty's head, and Marty Jannetty got fucking hot. So this is the angriest I've ever seen Marty Jannetty. He took a chair. He really wanted to fight Sandman. Sandman's like, "What did I do?" Standing at the ring, like, "What happened?" Anyway,
all right, I have an answer for you. Yes,
yes, sir.
Yes, according to Wikipedia, Jeff Jarrett won the WWF Intercontinental Championship from Razor Ramon, and the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly won the final match in a tournament that determined the new WWF Tag Team Champions. I guess whoever was typing up this article just saw some guy with a brown mullet and was like, "That's got to be Marty Jannetty," and didn't bother to actually do any research. But man, this is not the first, second, or even third time we've called out this website. So you have got to step your shit up. What is this place called?
It's called TJRWrestling.net. You know what? I'm gonna find.
Sounds like a fake website, doesn't it?
I'm gonna find them on Twitter, and I'm gonna shout them out. I'm gonna say, "Hey, we use your shit every week. You know, first and foremost, we need to get paid. Number 2, you're wrong a lot. But imagine it's just one guy doing all of this. What if it's not what if it's just one dude? Like, come on, you got to cut the guy some slack, no? Or girl, could be a girl.
Well, I mean, he could have simply just did what I did and gone to Wikipedia. I don't know how he would completely get the wrong person.
Well, they did look a lot alike.
Tag team match.
Wasn't Bob Holly part of the New Rockers?
Wasn't
he?
Yes.
Was it Al Snow?
With Leif Cassidy?
Right.
Yeah, Marty Jannetty was in the company, and Professor says that tag team of 1-2-3 Kid and Marty Jannetty beat the Quebecers in the previous year.
PCO?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, do you think he smashed that tag team championship with a sledgehammer?
The New Midnight Express. What a dick, by the way. PCO. I mean, he basically just angled his way back into Maple Leaf Wrestling with Scott D'Amore. So that's what that is, folks. For those that don't know, look it up. Let's go to 1995. One of my favorite fat guys passed away. The Crusher, Jerry Blackwell, passed away in a car crash at the age of 46. I remember watching some AWA wrestling back in the day. Again, I live in New York City, so we used to get everything, AWA, NWA, WWF. So I was blessed. Oh, World Class Championship Wrestling. I was blessed to watch it all. And I remember the first time I seen this 400-pounder throw a drop kick. I was like, what the fuck? Very agile, well before Bam Bam Bigelow. Jerry Blackwell was the fat guy that could do cartwheels and do cool shit. So rest in peace to the great Jerry Blackwell. Any thoughts on Jerry Blackwell before we move on?
Oh, nothing other than what you said.
Okay. Let's go to 1996 on an episode of WCW Monday Nitro held in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sting and Lex Luger defeated the Harlem Heat, Booker T and Stevie Ray, to win the WCW Tag Team Championship in a match that will go down in history as a racist match. I just threw that out there because the whole thing.
I'll take their word for it that they got all the participants right for this one.
Oh, man. Dude, let me just tell you, Booker T and Stevie Ray, the Harlem Heat, were such a great fucking team. And I'm not saying anything that people just don't know. It's just they were so perfect together. I mean, they are brothers and stuff, but man, they're such a great fucking well, they're a racist match because they lost. The black guys lost to the white guys. It's a joke, Aaron Ben Shlomo. We can joke now again. It's the golden age of joking again here in the United States. But anyway, man, what are your genuine thoughts of we don't really talk about Harlem Heat. I don't think we've ever talked about really Harlem Heat here. But you have any thoughts on that tag team, like as a kid growing up or just watching them? Did they have any type of influence on your career as a professional wrestler, any so on and so forth? As a tag, you're a tag team guy. That's why I'm asking you.
Right. Well, I never. Yeah. I at the time I was watching Harlem Heat, I certainly never thought of myself as a wrestler or a tag team wrestler specifically.
In retrospect, I guess.
Yeah, in retrospect, I don't know what I took from Harlem Heat, but because I didn't have their size or their athleticism or their look or their promo or their anything. So nothing I got from Harlem Heat, but I sure did like them. Big fan of Harlem Heat. I like the guys individually. I like them as a team. Yeah, I just and especially as Stevie Ray is just so like when he got put on commentary, it was like a whole different side of him.
I like Stevie Ray so much.
Yeah. Stevie Ray's great. I mean, Stevie Ray to this day is like a hero to me. My favorite show to listen to is Black and White with Vince Russo and Stevie, because Stevie's the only guy that can actually like get Vince Russo to learn things, you know? Like, and he's so smart and he's so funny. But you know, he and Booker together just, they had a look and a feel unlike any other tag team I can remember, even different than like Doom was another tag team of two Jack Black dudes, but they were totally different. Like they had a totally different feel, right? Like it was just very different. So, I love Harlem Heat.
Yeah, you know, and just individually speaking, I think that both men are very underappreciated in the lexicon of professional wrestling. And you know, if somebody came to me and says, "Who's on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestlers?" and somebody said Booker T to me, I'd be like, "All right," because Booker T was that great, and the fact that he took such a shitty gimmick like that King thing, and he really turned it into something incredibly special. Like that King Booker shit was fucking awesome in retrospect with Queen Charmel. You know how she became queen, right? He used to always call her his queen backstage. And they were like, well, you should kind of fucking work that into your gimmick. It worked. Oh man, Booker T's. Oh geez, he's just one of my favorites. And that first, when he was doing NXT, and we're gonna get into NXT shortly, guys. Remember when he first came out, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work, and I cannot picture Booker T not being the color guy. Wait, that came out wrong. The color commentary person for NXT's show, man. I love Booker T. Hopefully one day, I've never met him. Hopefully one day I can just shake his hand and say thank you. That's it. Like, the guy is so fucking awesome. All right, 2001, the 400th episode of Monday Night Raw took place in Lafayette, Louisiana. On the show, Test took the European Championship. We just did a show on the PWR, just did a show highlighting the European title in the Spotlight, Pro Wrestling Spotlight. So you might want to go back and check that out. It's available.
You basically
right
forced them into it.
Yeah, basically. He won against William Regal. I don't know if you know that. Also on the show, the great Al Snow. You may know him, Vet. Bested Raven for the Hardcore Championship before promptly losing it back to Raven months later.
Well, if it's months later, it wasn't promptly then, was it?
It was not promptly. It's people.
He gradually lost it back to Raven.
Whole artist says Booker T is good, but not.
I was gonna not put that over because he doesn't deserve any recognition after saying something like that.
Sonic thinks that Booker T is the Michael Jordan of pro wrestling.
Right. All right, black guys, fight it out over the black guy.
Fight.
I like how he just says that. I like how the artist just said no. Like, oh, sorry, artist. I didn't know you were the authority on all wrestling and everybody. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We're sorry. We take back everything we said. He is not that good. We just wasted your time for 5 minutes on Harlem Heat.
Just remember.
Thanks for telling us.
Just remember, without Booker T's bookend, there would be no Rock Bottom. So, just throwing it out there. Just putting it out there. Anyway, let's go to 2003 in an episode of NWA TNA. On weekly pay-per-view in Nashville, Tennessee, Triple X, low-key Elix Skipper, and Elix Skipper won the NWA Tag Team Championships for America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Chris Harris. This was, bro, were you watching TNA at the time, in 2003, or no?
Maybe.
Bro, I mean, these guys, Triple X and America's AMW, that was a great fucking feud. Like, every match was fucking great. I'm sorry. I fucking loved both teams. I love TNA at this time. This is probably the best I think TNA was ever. Like, it was some of my favorite times back in I mean, we had a midget, with a gun prior to that. So just 2008, Chavo Guerrero defeated CM Punk to win the ECW championship at a
what the fuck?
At a TV. Wait, Chavo Guerrero was the ECW champion?
Did they get this wrong again?
Vet, can you look that up, please? Jesus Christ.
I'm afraid I don't want to. Let's just go with it.
TJRWrestling.net. The professor can confirm or deny. But we'll fast forward 10 years later. We're almost done here, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Raw celebrated its 25th anniversary with a unique show taking place over 2 venues. I don't remember this, and featuring a plethora of legends from the past. The main part of the show went down in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, and featured The Miz defeating Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship. The supplementary part of the show took place in the Manhattan Center. I do remember this now, in Manhattan Center in New York City. The original set of Raw in 1993, that portion of the program featured a match between Bray Wyatt and Broken Matt Hardy. Yes. Do you remember this shit? I gotta scratch my butt. Oh yeah.
I don't remember any of this.
All right, let's fast forward. Let me see. Do we have anything else here? All right, yeah, the last entry here, 2021, ladies and gentlemen. On an episode of SmackDown, Bianca Belair defeated Bayley in the Ultimate Athlete Obstacle Course Challenge. To close the show, Kevin Owens put Roman Reigns through the announce table with a pop-up powerbomb ahead of their match, the Royal Rumble. Notable birthdays today. Is he still alive? No, he passed away. 911. Did he pass away?
I'm not sure.
He's one of those. I think he's still alive. Huh. Interesting. Well, real birth name is Alfred Poling, Poling. born January 22nd, 1957. He went by a bunch of different names. There's the Al the Sledgehammer, Big Al Sledgehammer, or Sledgehammer, and Tombstone, 6'7", 300-pounder, was born today. And also a birthday, Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard's birthday. You can tweet at him. Your daughter's racist. Clap, 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 clap. Your daughter's racist. Clap, 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 clap. How did you feel when they were yelling that, Vet, during the Tessa Blanchard match?
I didn't hear it when I was watching it, so I had to see it later.
Oh boy,
I saw the clip. I saw the clip afterwards, but during the match, I wasn't paying attention to the audience.
Well, my friends and family, I think we're back. It is 2025 again. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to come back from being back in time. It's time to review. It's the main event time, folks. It's time to review NXT. Let's do it. Let me just throw this up there. NXT January 21st, 2025.
Yeet! 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 Yeet!
Woo! As we do the Oba Femi walk. Doom, doom, doom. I love this match. Ladies and gentlemen, again, NXT January 21st, 2025 took place back in Florida in the Performance Center. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we will be going to the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, for a big NXT event. But we'll talk about that a little later on. Vet, take it away, my friend. It's time for the main event here. It's NXT.
Well, Corey Graves is here, no matter what the news reports say.
Oh shit.
He's there on his little side of the table. He's the side of the table. The non-tribal chief.
What?
I don't know.
It
I don't know. My brain's not into this. But Corey Graves is here. Eddy Thorpe is here. Bailey's here. They're walking. Not Corey Graves. He's sitting, but the other two are walking. And we're starting off with Tony D'Angelo versus your new favorite, Ridge Holland, for the North American Championship. So here you go. These guys go at it for a bit, and then the Shawn Spears crew comes out, okay, and then the family comes out, and then this starts a brawl on the outside. And while this is going on, and I presume the referee is like, hey, you guys can't do that. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, and then Izzy Dame slides in the ring, gives Ridge Holland a kick. Did I see that correctly?
Yeah,
she big booted Ridge Holland.
She gave him a kick, right? But remember, she was wearing those giant fucking 1990s 6-inch fucking gimmick shoes, man. Those big old stompers. Those roach. We used to call them roach killers back in the day.
Oh, she should have been wearing those those Yoshi boots or whatever that Seth Rollins was wearing that time.
Ooh, Elizabeth with the kids table.
Kids table. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but that allows Tony D'Angelo to hit a spine buster and 1, 2, 3 on Ridge.
Bro, so disappointed. Weren't you? Did you not expect the great Ridge Holland to win?
I didn't expect him to win.
No.
I was really like when I saw that this match was taking place, I was like, oh, this is happening, huh? Like I was just so disinterested in the entire lead up to this that I forgot that it was going to happen. I couldn't believe it was happening. And when it was over, I couldn't wait for them to get it out of the ring and move on to something else.
Well, how do you not remember, Ridge Holland as Ridge Holland?
As Santa Claus, yes. Yeah. Beating up Tony with a sack of toys or whatever happened.
Big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. It was so huge at the time, but that was, as Cameron Grimes once said, last week, that was weeks ago. So
Cameron Grimes.
I can't be bothered to remember.
To the moon. I miss him.
He's better than some of this. So what did you think of it? I mean, besides the sadness of Ridge not being crowned the champion.
I told you I've grown to really love Ridge Holland. So I like his methodical style of wrestling. It works for a guy his size. I'm tired of Tony D'Angelo and his character. I think it's become silly, but we're gonna see something's up with the family. We'll talk about that in a bit. So now it's got me a little interested in that story angle. But I really wanted Ridge Holland I wanted them to at least give the guy a shot at being that North American champion, even if it's for a month or two. I don't think Tony D'Angelo, that character, needs that title right now. You know, I don't think he actually needs a title, to be honest with you. It's just me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd see. But don't you think, as we're talking about it, don't you think that like this match taking place here on this episode in this spot on the card, like would this have just been a weird random place to just have Ridge? It wouldn't have.
I know.
Almost just seeing that this match was happening, letting you know the finish.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you.
All right.
But but with that being said, I was still disappointed not seeing him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Well, yeah. And plus all that bullshit, from earlier, last year. Bullshit. Yeah. So anyway, speaking of bullshit, Wesley's running his mouth and Trick comes in and shuts it for him.
Sure fucking does. What's the five fingers hit in the face? Slap.
That's it.
Excuse me.
Bailey's walking again.
Oh.
And then she walks to the ring.
BBL.
Bailey's in the ring.
Why?
Bailey's doing a promo. It's not going well. She mentions Julia. Julia comes out. Business picks up. Look at her.
Look at her.
Then the dark friends show up and start yammering. So there's yapping. People are booing. Then they're fighting.
Was that pumped? I'm sorry. Was that pumped? That was legit boos, right? They were just getting booed out of that building.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I look at the crowd. And the crowd seemed like they were hating on the two young ladies. So Roxanne and what's her name? TNA Jones. Anyway, it breaks down into a fight, and then we go backstage with Jada and Kalani, and then Karate Carmen comes in and is like, "Hey guys, don't fight." And then they're like, "Shut up." And then they go back to the arena. Oh, go ahead. I mean, as you can see, Karate Carmen, she's very happy because she's finally gotten her penis.
Oh yes, that's right.
That's very important. It's a very important part of this whole lexicon, of this whole part of the story, that the Karate Carmen's finally gotten her BBC. So she's super happy. She's like, love is in the air, and they're like, yeah, as you said, shut the fuck up, dumb bitch. We progress.
So we go back to the fighting. They're still fighting.
I like that though. They were fighting in picture. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, they were fighting. I had that written down. They're fighting in picture. They fought almost through all the picture, and through the picture stayed through the fight and some of Dion Lennox's entrance.
Which that was perfect. I actually kind of, not like last week where Zarya, was it Zarya?
No, it was Stephanie was on a hunt.
Stephanie Vaquer is on the hunt. She's like fucking talking and cutting promos and shit, and it's like picture in picture, or you're hearing a Papa John's commercial while she's doing all this important shit. So better this week.
I actually saw the clip where she's got what's JC up against the wall. Like I actually got the audio clip of it.
What did she say?
She was like, "Where's Fallon?" And she's like, I don't know.
I would look at her and be like,
"Don't kill me." Yeah.
I'll be like, wherever you want her to be.
Yeah.
She's stunning.
Stall for time. I'm like, I know exactly where she is. Come with me. I'll show you.
But please hold me.
Just don't leave. Just don't leave me.
Stay. You are such a pervert, fan.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Well, look at it.
So yeah, Dion entrance, still picture. Then Wes Lee versus Dion Lennox.
Yep.
And Wes decides to open with the literal flip. But he ends this match, and I was thinking this is basically a squash match. So
it was kind of a squash match. I mean, Lennox got some offense, and again, folks who are tuning in for the first time, I'm high on this kid. I think this kid Dion Lennox needs to change something up, and I think we're moving towards a change of gimmick for this kid. He's got size, very good looking young man. It was a squash match, but what did you think of his work in this match, Dion Lennox? Did you pay attention to any of it? Did you see, did you notice that he's selling pretty good now, or like what are anything that you can kind of critique? Lennox, forget about.
Yeah, it's hard with Lennox because I mean, just to answer your question right off the bat, I haven't seen anything different than I've already seen.
Okay. From
the other matches that I've seen him, he still definitely looks like a football player who's trying to be a wrestler.
Okay.
So, that's fine. That's passable now. I just don't know what is he going to do to separate?
Right.
How is Dion Lennox going to feel like a big deal?
Well, I told you he needs to go the MVP route with him.
But like I said, when you said that, what did I say? I said that's Carmelo Hayes' thing right now, and he's already up there.
Carmelo Hayes.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that's who they gave that to now.
I know.
So you can't just do it again.
Oh, you can.
I don't know.
You can do it again.
You can, but can he pull it off? I don't know. His gimmick right now is I read a book with glasses. It's kind of like his gimmick is just if Bruce Banner's the Hulk all the time.
That's it. He's right. It's basically Jekyll and Hyde. Not Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. No, he's a smart guy. He's obviously an intellectual, but when he gets mad, he turns into the Incredible Hulk. So yeah. No, I'm very high on the kid. I think the kid has tons of potential. We'll see.
We'll see. Potential is a deadly word in wrestling, though. It usually means you're about to get released.
Well, we'll see.
Anyway, Trick runs out and runs Wes off. They a little fighting. There's so much fighting on this show. Like everything ends in a fight. So
a lot of fighting.
I don't know. Now it sounds weird to complain about that on a wrestling show, but it's like it just shows they really are hot-shotting every sort of like action moment that they can have. Somebody's got to get in a brawl after every single thing. Yeah. Like we just saw a brawl go through an entire picture-in-picture break, and at the end of this match, which again is Wes Lee beating the shit out of a man twice his size, then you see Trick run out and there's more of a scuffle. Like it's just got to be fighting. So anyway, Hotshot Jones, or not to be confused with Cappuccino Jones, is coming soon. You show all these guys how it's done.
That's right. Cappuccino Jones is coming.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Wes and his buddies in the mud. They're out there, and Trick gets rid of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then we show a little video package about the Heritage Cup and everything that's been happening with Pillman and Dempsey, and then Pillman makes his entrance, but we're not going to go to that match yet because first we have to have Sarah interview Stephanie, and she tells Shotzi and Fallon that they better both look the fuck out. No matter who wins that match, I'm coming for you.
Yes, Todd. I'm sorry. I'm answering. Cappuccino Jones is going to be a thing in NXT.
I will make him a thing.
Yeah. And by the way, Mike Martin says that Trick is missing something. What is he missing?
I don't know, but Mike is right. There's something there. I'm just not sure. He's still not like, I mean, again, he's another former athlete trying to be a wrestler, but I don't know. I think he can get by more on everything else than Dion Lennox can at this point. Like he can get carried by his charisma, right? A lot further right now. So
and young OG, I see. And it's crazy. I see young OG light years when it comes to in-ring presence and charisma. And that's saying a lot because I love Trick Williams, but I see him way ahead of Trick Williams. And at that age, I love young OG, man. So,
well, they're different, right?
Yeah, absolutely they're different. But I'm just saying, not character-wise, but charisma-wise and presence in the ring. And just like, there's a very organic, it's like, Young OG is not a theme song. Like I hate to say this, but Trick Williams is a whole, whoop that Trick. That's kind of where people got behind him with that theme song. Just like back in the day.
Well, here's the thing. Wait. Let me just cut you off because years ago it was, man, Trick's gonna be a huge star, and now you're already tired of it. And I knew that was gonna happen back then. And I told you once you break up Mello and Trick, it's not going to be the same. It's kind of a package deal that really works.
You're right.
I warned everyone, but
He was right.
this is what we got. Once again,
and I'm
not ahead of the curve, best in the world.
And we're not shitting on Trick.
No.
I think Trick has a lot of potential. But with that being said, there is something missing, Mike, and you are correct. And I can't pinpoint it. But
Yeah,
I can.
One of the problems I see in wrestling in general, but especially in the fan base, is that people just call for things just to call for it, and they don't think about what's going to happen when it happens. So a lot of times, it's just a be careful what you wish for sort of thing. It's a monkey paw wish. You want Trick to be a single star, and then you get Trick as a single star. And now it hasn't even been like that long. Has it even been a year? I don't know. But
it's been more than a year.
Yeah, I mean, he's done as much as he can, but also NXT is only teaching him so much, I guess. I don't really know, but anyway, so yeah. So now we get the cup match. It's Brian versus Charlie.
Love the cup matches.
Okay, round 1. No decision, but the camera does spy a pair of brass knuckles in the spit bucket.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did he have a corner man?
He did not have a corner man. He had a corner himself.
Corner himself. I'm a corner myself.
Round he was spray bottle on himself.
Yeah. Round 2. Great. Round 2. Pillman does the SummerSlam 92.
In picture.
Yep. And round 3. Dempsey hits his double underhook suplex, so now we're tied up at 1. Round 4, the referee is distracted enough to get for Pillman to hit the mule style low blow, and then hit his coronation. So he tried to crawl over and get the bucket too at one point, but that got
brass
stopped.
knuckles. He was gonna get the brass knuckles.
Yeah, he was going for the knucks in the bucks, and he ended up, kicking him in the balls and hitting him at the.
I'm just waiting for the I am my father. I am who my father made me to be. I am Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yesterday we finally we got what we wanted. we saw a crack in the goody two shoe bullshit that even
though he's only been goody two shoes randomly for a few weeks because Lexus King was a heel. So, but hey, whatever. See, now if you could have told that story, where he's been a babyface this whole time and now he's doing it, but no, they didn't do that. Anyway, yes, he retains this Heritage Cup. He won it.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Very happy. I like heel Brian Pillman. I didn't think they were going to extend this whole goody two shoes shit so long, which is a good thing, right? Like that they're kind of like working this gimmick and not just kind of like hot shotting it.
Well, in a way, but like I just said, they turned on a dime. He was just a heel, and then one day he just showed up being nice to everybody. There was no explanation.
Why?
Yeah,
well, the explanation is he doesn't want to be his father's son.
Yeah, but that was his explanation when he was a heel. That's why he changed his name.
Oh.
Like, none of this made sense. All I'm saying is, like, basically what happens is Brian Pillman Jr. walks into a wrestling company and everyone gets confused and has no idea what to do.
I think it's time.
The most he ever made sense was when he was an MLW as part of the Hart family or whatever, and they just, hey, we're all in the Hart family. That's our gimmick. Perfect. And then everything after that, he had to take a backseat to Griff Garrison and AEW for crying out loud. How'd that work out? You want to tell me what Griff Garrison is doing in 2025? I'll tell you, because I know, but do you guys know without Googling?
Can I ask you a question? And I'm being sincere. Who is Griff Garrison?
Exactly. That you answered your own question, or you answered my question about Brian Pillman.
And what is he doing now? You got me curious. Who is this Griff Garrison? What is he
doing? Sometimes he's on Ring of Honor. So now Naomi and Bianca have a promo.
Why?
because they're the women's tag team champions and they have to defend everywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, good for them.
Karate Carmen with Ashante by her side enters.
You could tell they did it. You could tell they did it. They
did it. They've done it probably more than once.
Yeah, sound effects for you.
So the honks are talking to Andre Chase, and he's like very despondent. He's like, "Look, why don't you guys just break up now?"
Listen, Vet, get your Chase U sweater ready, because that is funny. He's like, just fucking give up on your careers. Nothing's worth it. But get your Chase U sweater ready, Vet, because I have a feeling that we are going to rebuild. It's gonna be a bigger, better Chase U. So big, believe me. I've heard that somewhere.
Is it going to be because of Cale Dixon grabbing him by the shoulders?
Yo, watch your mouth. Cale, wait, what? Cale? Oh, Dixon. I think you said something else. So you were like Dixon.
Anyway, Jada versus Carmen.
Oh, hi. Look at them.
Your thoughts?
It's all right. It was a oh, sorry, Siri. It was a decent match. I mean, fine. Weird. Then fucking stupid Kalani Jordan comes out and she interferes, and then fucking
she tried to do the 5 fingers. She asked the 5 fingers question again.
And then she was blocked by Jada Parker.
Did you like how Jada blocked the slap and then looked at her hand like, what was you trying to do with this?
Yeah,
with this hand?
Yeah. What if I slap you back, bitch? And she got rolled up for the fucking 1, 2, 3.
Karate roll up.
A very low IQ match. And what I'm saying by that is that the booking of this match was very low IQ. It was just very cookie cutter, low IQ pro wrestling booking. How many times have we seen this? 5,000 times in maybe the last 2 years. I don't. If you're building
the classic NXT jump up.
You're building Jada Parker. You don't want her to fucking lose any matches, and if she loses, it's by a count out or some shit like that. You're having a bit. She's pinned by Karate Carmen.
No more,
bro. I cannot stand. Like, what are they doing?
Grab Jey Uso's dick. Hey, she ain't getting built no more.
You don't think
it's over?
Do you think that's what it is? You think it's over?
We're done.
Sorry, folks. Jada Parker is going to be released post WrestleMania. That's what
they'll just ride it out a little longer so it's not so obvious.
Interesting. All right.
Okay. Then there's something with the Meta Girls and Soul and Zarya and the Dollhouse. Probably don't need to cover it. Eddy is warming up or just standing there. Oba Femi, though. Now, we've been very kind to Oba Femi on this show. Do you think it's any coincidence that Oba Femi is doing Stevie Richards Fitness in this backstage shot?
Hold on, I just got a text message that. Okay. Sorry, a friend of mine just texted me that his grandmother just passed away.
Well, thanks for sharing.
I feel bad. I'll reply in a minute. So anyway, I'm sorry, Vet. What were you saying?
Tony D'Angelo family versus the Shawn Spears family.
No, I don't want that.
Too bad.
Oh, well, we have to have that, right? I mean, we're forced to have that.
That's where we're at, yeah.
Ah, fuck. Well, I'm hoping that Tony D'Angelo's family loses. Is Tony D'Angelo going to be in their corner? Is he going to be there? Because if he's there, they'll have a better chance to win, right?
He would be, but he ain't there. So
oh no! So
it ends up with a wheel kick from Bull Buchanan Jr. and a clothesline from Shawn Spears Jr.
So, what do you call these guys? So the Brooks Jensen and Nico Vance, they win the match, right? So this was the first time we seen Nico Vance, and I was waiting with bated breath to find out what you thought of this young man and his NXT debut on NXT TV, not fucking Level Up or whatever the fuck shit they're doing. And how do you like them together as a tag team?
Well, here's how well I know my tag team partner, Ray Hernandez, because I just fucked this match off when I originally watched it, but then I thought he's probably going to want to ask me about Nico Vance. So when I came home, I rewatched the match with an eye on Nico Vance, because I knew we would be here, right? This is a little behind the scenes for you guys. This is a WWE.com exclusive for you guys. And yeah, so I watched it and I was like, he's all right.
Not bad. Right?
I didn't really know. As for the match sucked. God, this match sucked. It was worse than the fucking Jada Parker and Karate Carmen match. But I mean, it was really just a story match. The whole point of this was to have the thing that you're asking about, where it's like, where's Tony? You know, like, is he going to be out there with these guys? Like, what are you doing? And then they lose.
Right.
So
wasn't right.
That's going to play into what happens later. I mean, did you think anything about Nico Vance or anything from what you saw?
I thought it was solid. He's a solid wrestler. Here's a good look to him. I mean, nothing flashy. I think him and Brooks kind of complement each other. And I don't like them and I don't dislike them. They're meh, and that's kind of the worst thing to be in professional wrestling. But you know, they're a new team. That whole little clique they have going on, I'm okay with that. I'm digging it right now so far. So, but Nico Vance, not bad. It's very strong young man. Agile for 6'2". He's about my size, my weight, but he has muscles. So
there was a part where I want to say it was like Stacks came off and tried to do a double clothesline, and one of the guys just wasn't there.
Fuck those guys. Fuck that fucking.
Like Brooks was just not there for, and he threw both the double clothesline, and Brooks just wasn't even there. He was just sitting down or something. It was like, did you just kayfabe? Like, he ducked it. Like, did you kayfabe that clothesline? These guys suck. Whatever. Let's not waste any more breath on them.
No more
until we have to waste some breath on them. Sarah is with Frasium, and then the Noah guys come in, and then OTM comes in, and they start fighting, and then Dion throws a tantrum. He's mad. He's like, "Fuck this place," or whatever he yelled out. And then we see Tony speaking to Izzy Dame, probably giving her the payoff for that big boot earlier. And then, and she's like, "Spears is stalking me or something. I don't know." And he's like, "Hey, don't forget about it."
No. She was like, "We're even. We're even now, right?" So what?
I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention. I count on you.
Did he give her the cannoli? Oh,
hey,
hold on. Elizabeth says, "Did you see Stacks propose to Ariana Grace? Did we discuss that?"
No, we didn't. Well, I saw that, but I did not discuss it.
Wait. Stacks Lorenzo and Ariana Grace, they were a thing?
Yes. Well, in real life, not on this show.
Santino Marella must be so mad.
He must be so mad. Yeah.
So mad. I can see they're getting married. He just gives him the fucking, "You're not going to marry my daughter.
I object.
I am the authority."
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, he's talking to her, and then the family comes up and they're like, Hey, Tony, we're waiting for you out there. And he says, "Stacks, you're the underboss. You can figure it out for yourself."
I mean, he ain't wrong. I'm sorry. Like, even though this is bullshit, like Tony D'Angelo, like, if you're an underboss, what the fuck? The fact that you're an underboss is because you're supposed to do the dirty work for the boss. Like, you're basically doing his job. Like, it's fucking. So what do you think? You think Izzy Dame is banging old cannoli king of cannolis here? Got the gabagool?
Sure.
Mike, what do you think, Mike, up there? It's shit. Yeah, I agree. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He said, if I know Mike, he would have said, "If I wasn't dead already, this would have killed me watching it."
Yes, sir.
So Progressive Insurance presents a promo from a guy that seems to be causing a need for insurance. Is it ironic that Progressive is sponsoring Ethan Page, who's going around hurting people and running up medical costs?
Dude, how do you feel about this whole fucking psychopath Ethan Page now that we're like in week 4 or 5 of this thing?
You can dress it up any way you want. It's still
why
Ethan
do you
Page.
hate him? He's awesome. Ethan Page is great. I just don't understand why you don't like him.
Well, Javon doesn't like him.
Oh,
He's in the office with Ava watching this, I guess. And he's like, just let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. And then and she's like, look, Javon, I would love to let you at him, but you're not cleared with your wired shut jaw. But look who is cleared. This man. And then Cedric the Alexander comes in with no pop and his hand's still in a cast. So why is he cleared?
it's a soft cast.
He's sitting there going like this, like on camera, like, I'm cleared with
I'm
my
good.
broke. Ow, ow.
Yeah, we got the main event, right? Is that coming up?
Almost.
Oh.
Because A-Town Down
no.
A-Town Down Under walk into Ava's office, and they're like, hey, I know we're on here for next week, but we decided to show up early because SmackDown doesn't have us booked.
Hey, isn't that with Grayson Waller?
Mm-hmm.
Waller.
Man, you haven't got to say that in a long time.
I know. Waller. I'll do one more out there.
Why don't you just say Austin Theory's name in an Australian accent too, just for fun?
Austin Theory.
Yeah.
They're
pretty
from
good.
Jimmy T's from Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia.
Melbourne.
It's Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Don't say it that way, but it's not.
Say it what way?
Don't say Melbourne. It's Melbourne.
So say it again.
Melbourne, Australia.
Melbourne.
No, Melbourne. Oh God,
Melbourne.
you're such a wanker.
Weighing 222 pounds. Melbourne.
Nah, that'll be Jimmy T's wrestling name.
All right.
Melbourne.
All right. Eddie and Oba again are walking.
Chatter.
And then DDP's here.
Oh, bang!
Bang.
Oh, I'll do the bang with you. Bang.
He's ready to go.
Hmm.
He looks like he's ready to hop in there.
It's amazing. Like DDP, I
97 years old.
He's
Still
never-
looks.
he looks great. He hasn't aged a fucking bit. Good for him, man. Him and his fucking yoga.
Yeah, yoga. But anyway, yes, we're at the title match now.
Oh yes.
It's Oba versus Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
A-Town is up and over because they're in the crow's nest.
And the crow's watching.
I don't think it's any surprise who won this match. This is even more predictable than the North American title match. But for anybody that doesn't like Eddie Thorpe, seeing him get tossed around unceremoniously and ceremoniously is probably entertaining.
That was fun. Wasn't a bad match between the two guys, though.
I mean, it wasn't much of a match. It was just a beating.
Yeah, Eddie Thorpe got his ass kicked. I mean, he did get his shit in as well.
There was a chin lock in this. So I don't know if the Good Brothers are hanging out at the Performance Center, like giving special classes or whatever, but
I do not hate that jumping what looks to be an elbow drop, but he comes with the fucking tomahawk chop off the top rope. I kind of dig that move for his finisher. Like, I thought he delivered that very, very well. I'm talking about Eddie Thorpe. So he may consider using that as a finisher. That should look really cool. Like, it looks like he's coming off with a Macho Man elbow drop, but he does the fucking knife edge, boom, right to the fucking throat. I think that's great.
well, he has to do something cool.
Yeah, well,
Why does he have a job?
he's growing his hair out, so at least we're halfway there.
Hey, all right.
I said
so
that
anyway,
a month ago. It's okay. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you did. You did say that.
Mhm.
But yeah, so Oba does he hits all his stuff on him and beats him, and then Trick comes out. As Oba is looking to the crow's nest at A-Town, the camera's got a tight shot on Oba, so you don't see Trick coming in, but you can hear the crowd react. And then he turns around and there's Trick, and Trick's like, "Hey, I'm here, right here." And then they kind of look at each other, and then Eddie Thorpe tries to get himself up off the mat, and Trick hits him with a trick shot, and he goes back down. So it's become like a comedy skit of like guys just beating up Eddie in their spare time when they're busy focused on other things.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either. It's always cool when we see Eddie Thorpe get his ass kicked. Are we going to see this? God, God, they're gonna put the belt back on this Trick Williams kid again. I hope they kind of Hulk Hogan Oba a little bit. In other words, just kind of build up people just to feed him to Oba Femi and have him go on some type of crazy winning streak until he gets called up to WWE's main roster as the NXT champion, undefeated, and he continues to defeat Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes on the same night, and then goes into the WWE Hall of Fame in less than 10 years. That's Oba Femi's career right there. I'm telling you.
Well, that's what you want, but don't be disappointed when you get it.
Oba Femi is so fucking awesome. I love me some Oba Femi. Ooh. Well. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna finish it? No. Okay.
Yeah, we're so that's pretty much it. That's the show. It was a mess show.
It was all right. I looked at a picture of Griff Garrison. I'm like, they picked that kid over fucking Junior? He looks like a fucking dick. He really does. Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna refresh this really quickly. See if there's anything important that we missed here. Oh no. Just got some breaking news here about an hour ago. According to multiple sources, Ricky Starks asked for his AEW release, and his request was denied by Tony Khan. Yeah, well, that's all we got for you this week, folks. Shout outs to all our friends and family here at the HMG Gimmick. We appreciate you all, Vet. What you got going on, my brother?
Oh, you can find out what I've got going on at Opinion Haver on all your favorite social media platforms. You can find me on the Impact Attack every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern with Brandon. We go live smack in the middle of Monday Night Raw on Netflix to talk about TNA. If you didn't hear this week's episode, or if you haven't listened yet, or you weren't there live, then you may have seen me have a mild breakdown over how bad one of the segments was on their TV this past week. Hopefully I made it entertaining. I was assured that I did. So please check out the Impact Attack even if you don't like TNA. I'll try to make it worth your while. Definitely check me out on speaking of AEW and Ricky Starks and all. You're probably going to want to tune in every Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern for
The Wreckage.
And Jimmy T and I will go over an entire week of AEW in just around 2 hours or less, or more, depending. And that's a good time, so plenty more promos to be cut there. If you want to hear from the man that made me who I am in wrestling, Rip Rogers has a weekly Q&A on YouTube that you can participate in with $0 or several dollars, depending on your level of generosity. But you can ask him a question and you may just get an answer. That's every Friday at their concrete time of noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, except when it's not on Friday and when it's not at noon. So that's why you click that notification bell, so that no matter when it's on, you can drop everything and ask Rip a question every week. And also on Friday, you can find new content from the Stevie Richards Show, where Stevie will definitely have one of the more unique approaches to covering the wrestling business that anybody has out there. Even if I'm the best in the world, Stevie Richards might have the best show in the world if you're a wrestling fan. So go check him out if you haven't done it. That's on YouTube with video, or he's got audio only versions if you got to listen on the go, but then you'll miss all the whiteboard segment breakdowns and all the other cool visual things that they do. It looks very expensive. I don't know how they can afford it. They might have to close this shop with the level of expense that it looks like they're putting into the Stevie Richards Show. But with your guys' support, they can keep it going on for.
And he's got a British guy too.
That's right. James is British.
Yeah.
Because you can't have wrestling content be viewed by the masses if you don't have a British voice on it. Everybody knows that. That's why we've struggled to reach our monetization and YouTube partnership, which we have reached. And thank you guys so much for that.
Well, we have an Australian guy. Is that close enough?
It should be. Should be good enough.
You stay warm, Liz. You stay warm. Listen, man, I'm pretty excited because we got a Pro Wrestling Reflection coming up, and they're gonna be doing I didn't make the thumbnail yet, but a Pro Wrestling Spotlight on the feud between Jerry the King Lawler and Kerry Von Erich. And I guess it kind of culminates with them with the unification fight between when Jerry Lawler was the AWA champion and when of course you have Kerry Von Erich being the World Class Championship Wrestling champion. Now you and Jimmy were talking about something and I was like, no, it's Super Clash. You guys were talking about Super Clash where they had you were talking about
we were never talking about Super Clash.
Hold on. Well, you were, because you were talking about how TNA and NXT's relationship may not work because obviously NXT is going to be getting over more and stuff like that. There's always going to be a problem with their champion. And that happened between World Class Championship Wrestling and the AWA back in the day, where they tried to do this whole Super Clash show where they couldn't figure out who's going to be, I think.
I guess in that sense, yes, you're booking one show, but I was talking about the Bill Watts thing.
Right. That wasn't that Super Clash?
No.
That was Super Clash with him and Von.
No, Bill Watts was a different thing.
Greg Gagne and
No.
Anyway.
I still don't know what I was talking about, but I know it was a Super Clash. Super Clash 3, wasn't that the one with Jerry Lawler and Kerry Von Erich where there was blood everywhere and they stopped the match due to blood loss, even though he was winning the match,
That may be one of the matches that Tommy Wonder and the Professor break down this week. So you guys gonna have to tune in. I might have that up tonight on my Twitter video form, if whatever. But anywho, again, ladies and gentlemen, give me a follow on social media. Big Red Hernandez, obviously at Opinion Haver everywhere. Did you stream anything this week, Vet? Any video games? Gaming?
Yeah, well, every Tuesday is usually $2 Tuesday, so I might be playing some cheap game or some game I acquired cheaply and seeing if it's worth the $2, if not more.
Okay, very cool. And hey, if you guys didn't watch our Raw review, you can go right here on Twitter. If you're watching on Twitter, on YouTube, and you can check out I Like It Raw, where me and Jimmy broke down this last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. So check that out. So anywho, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I got to drop my laundry off really quickly, and then Matt Schaffer, if you are paying attention, my friend, I will text you very shortly. And Brandon, I will also hit you up. I know you messaged me a few minutes ago, and I want to wish you guys all a fantastic hump day. Here it is Wednesday, and it is my day off, so it's basically like my Saturday. So it's pretty cool. Vet, it is always a pleasure, sir. I wish we could do more shows together, but I don't think the people could deal with that. I think it's only so much good in the world people can handle. So we try. I think you and I work really well together. It's just, but I think too much of a good thing. You love pizza, and pizza's delicious and shit. But if you have pizza every fucking day, it's gonna get fucking gross. You're not gonna want it. Like I like ice cream, but then if I eat ice cream too much, what happens is I start getting my stomach starts bothering me. It's diarrhea.
Yeah, you're gonna make yourself lactose intolerant if you eat ice cream and pizza all the time.
I mean, you really don't want to eat pizza every fucking day. I mean, too much of the sauce. It's a lot of. Anyway. All right, let's get out of here.
The Hustler Rogers. Yeah, it's fucking me. Yeah, and listen to the fucking Hameen Media Group. That's Ben Hameen Media Group from Rip Rogers. Go get him and go fuck yourself.
He's such a nice